to experience Freedom Underground Radio.
Let's start off with the most recent appointment. There's been a couple of them. We'll take this one on. Tom Vilsack, appointed as Secretary of Agriculture here in the United States of America, showing the influence that the company ConAg might have on policy. He will be the big man. He has been tapped by Barack Obama, to be the USDA chief. Here's how some people are responding to this. Ted Crosby, Vice President of Global Plant Breeding and Director of Monsanto's Iowa operations, says, quote, Tom Vilsack was one of the first governors to see the promise of biotechnology. He has a very balanced view of agriculture and understands its potential. Balanced, if balance means balancing between ConAg and Monsanto, to get every possible edict and policy that will benefit those companies, and certainly not farmers, small farmers, and the American people. If that's what you mean by balance, Crosby, I agree with you. Paul Schickler is the president of DuPont's Pioneer Hybrid, one of Monsanto's few rivals in genetically modified seed industries. Says, quote, Governor Vilsack will be an outstanding choice for Secretary of Agriculture. He will bring great leadership and experience to the position. Governor Vilsack understands what it takes to increase agricultural productivity to meet growing global demand for food and feed. Of course, many will put fuel in that column as well.
It means ensuring that we are using our farmlands not only to strengthen our agricultural economy, but to grow advanced biofuels.
Nothing like genetically modified corn, grown in freakish Frankenstein dirt to alleviate the problem of foreign oil. By the way, does anyone want to answer the question why production has been cut massively in OPEC, oil-producing nations, and the price just doesn't seem to go up? I know some of you are very broken up. You're very upset that the oil companies' profits have dwindled, that Russia's profits have dwindled. Don't worry, they've saved up a lot of your money and are spending it now on future wars. That's something we can never worry about. Going back to Thomas Vilsack, 2007, Tom Vilsack ended an 8-year stint as Iowa's governor. Before that, he had served as the state senator. During his time in Iowa politics, he promoted the interest of large agribusiness firms in several ways. As a state senator, he voted for the infamous House File 519 in 1995, which stripped counties of the right to impose restrictions on CAFOs. In 2005, as governor, he signed into law File 642, which barred local governments from regulating the planting of genetically modified seed. I wonder where he's going to go with all this. I wonder what kind of policies he might have. Scratching my head here. In 2001, the Biotechnology Industry Organization named him Governor of the Year for his support of the industry's economic growth and agricultural biotechnology research. Vilsack also briskly promoted biofuels as governor. He served as chair of the governor's ethanol coalition. After stepping down after his second term in 2007, Vilsack ran for president. When that bid failed, he joined the Minneapolis-based corporate law firm Dorsey and Whitney. The firm's broad range of corporate clients include food giants Cargill and Conagra. According to Dorsey and Whitney's website, all the information is there. Vilsack was hired to focus on strategic counseling and advising clients in the field of energy conservation, renewable energy, and agribusiness development. You see, when Obama was telling you that one of the top plans he was going to have would be to somehow reconstitute the energy policies of this country to get us off that foreign oil, this is something every president promises to do and never does. Did you know that he would be doing so through the auspices of ConAgra, Monsanto, DuPont, etc.? I think most of us had a pretty good clue that this is how it would go. Vilsack also serves as a distinguished fellow at the Iowa State University's Biosafety Institute for Genetically Modified Agricultural Products, where he sits on the advisory board with representatives of Monsanto, DuPont, Pioneer Hybrid, and, drumroll please, the World Bank. President-elect Obama has reportedly plucked Vilsack from those posts and tapped him, perfect word, just like Skull and Bones, to be the USDA chief. The decision comes after a wave of hope. Remember that hope? That Obama might choose a less agribusiness-oriented candidate. Of course, putting Tom Daschle as head of the D at DHS, the Department of Human Health and Services, the Secretary of Health, the health czar, when Daschle was plugged into the Rockefeller-run massive industries, health industries, that would be cutting and drugging industries. You kind of see the pattern here, don't you? I gotta say, this can't look good for the real lefties out there. Some of who might have, knowing and seeing the writing on the wall, maybe held their nose a little bit and voted for Obama. This is not good. As we talked about the last time we were on the air, day before yesterday, we took the day off yesterday, sorry, we had some pressing business here, and but, I mean, there's a trend here. When you've got Alexander Haig, as we mentioned yesterday, pro-Obama, loving all of Obama's choices, something has gone horribly wrong. There is a ton of information on this posted by our friend The Paradigm Shift at jackbloodforum.com. This is a huge win for Monsanto, DuPont, ConAg, etc., etc., etc. Now, some of you out there might actually really like bioengineered food. You must like it because you don't think too much when you're buying and you're doing your shopping. You just eat it. You eat the soy, you eat the corn. About 80-90% of that now, allegedly, biotech corn. But, hey, keep on rocking in the free world, folks. So the more things change, the more they stay the same.
And it means ensuring that the policies being shaped at the Departments of Agriculture and Interior are designed to serve big agribusiness and Washington influence peddlers, not family farmers and the American people. That's the kind of leadership embodied by Ken Salazar and Tom Vilsack.